Okay.
Welcome back to the Play On Podcast with Jesse and Jerry. This is episode number 118. World Cup knockouts are happening. We had a stumble. I actually had an electrician come through because my heater and my baseboard heater in my bathroom would not turn off at all. So like I would go in there and be hot as hell. Called him out. He showed up, couldn't fix it. I was like, great. They try to get me to buy a new baseboard heater. They're like, "Oh yeah, they don't sell the thermostat anymore, so you're gonna have to buy you could buy a baseboard heater for $815." I was like, "Yeah, I have another electrician that quoted me for that could add me a thermostat instead of buying a whole thing." So there's that. That's why we missed Monday, Tuesday upload. But a lot of things happened. We're just gonna go with the hot items right now. First one, Mexico beat Ecuador. We are winning the World Cup, Jesse.
Yeah, that's well there's the so many stories of Mexico, the as they say el quinto juego, the fifth game, uh just getting there, even though the with this World Cup it's changed, so technically it would be like the next game.
No, no,
But
no.
this
It's just knockout in general, Jesse, at this point. I,
well
I
yeah,
agree with you, but now it's just knockout.
yeah, but this is the first win for Mexico in 40 years in the knockout stage since 1986, since the last time Mexico hosted the World Cup. So it's just the monkey off your back, and especially since they continue because on the current path they're in, they're still gonna have that home field advantage of the Estadio Azteca,
Hmm.
and now England's gonna come into that, and it's completely different to what they're used to because they're from England, they don't have any atmosphere as I've clearly stated, and we all know they don't. So they're gonna come into Mexico City, they're gonna experience a real atmosphere. They have to get used to the climate or the altitude change, which is different.
Impossible. Even Tuchel has stated after the game today when they beat what is it? The Congo?
Yeah,
He's saying that like because they play something, he's like, we have no time to get used to the altitude, so we're just gonna have to go and hope for the best.
yeah.
I love it.
And and if you think what we did for Ecuador to stay up all night was bad, just wait until what we do for England.
Yeah, people, I don't know if you've been seeing the discourse. I think it's like the casuals that don't really watch football.
Yeah, they're
They're trying to,
complaining.
they're complaining that saying that's anti-football, this and that. I'm like, no, has been going on for years. It's not a
Yeah,
new thing.
this has happened. It's because they're not from, they don't understand football culture. This has been happening in Europe, in South America, in Asia. Whenever you play against Galatasaray or any Turkish team, you're not sleeping.
They're throwing
They're
fireworks at your hotel room.
Yeah, you're staying up all night. So get used to it.
Yeah, because what I remember, it's every Champions League night they do it, and the Clásicos they do it. That's why they don't stay in hotels over there anymore. Um,
Or if they do, they try to like not leak it. They don't say the fancy ones because that's the prime suspect of where they expect you to be. They
yeah.
like try to hide in like ones where they won't get caught.
So this is not new. Casuals, get over it. It's fine. They're not
Yeah,
used to it. That's why even Caicedo, I think he said something like they're not loud enough. We could barely hear them in our hotel room. So again, something they're used to. But if it played a role, get ready, England. You're not getting any sleep.
yeah, and especially because what we saw was Ecuador lose their head towards the end of the game, and with England, we know they have no mental capacity since look at their champions, so we know they're gonna bottle it. So it's okay.
Yeah, we're gonna beat that overrated Jude Bellingham, right, Jesse?
No, he's the man of the match.
Um, there's a lot to go into the game. We're just gonna go over highlights. If anything, I want to highlight what everyone's saying. Like I'm talking about pundits like Henry, Ibrahimovic. I forgot who else said it, but they highlighted how Mexico probably played the best first 40, like best first half in the World Cup thus far, and it shows. Uh, and as critical as fans are to Mexico, I'm part of it too.
Yeah.
When we're showing support for them, they're unstoppable, especially with that home field advantage. Um, so I think if we beat England, it kind of sucks that the quarterfinals in Miami. I forgot where the semifinals at, but there's no more games in Mexico after that for the three.
Let
But
me actually check where it will be, just to,
yeah, if you check the football map, it says it right there.
yeah,
Like if you go to the knockouts, but yeah, it sucks. But hey, man, we're gonna make the most of it. I've There's still a
yeah,
bunch of
it would be
Mexican fans.
Miami Stadium.
There's still a bunch of Mexican fans in the United States, so maybe they could get in. But we know the price gouging and The US kind of sucks for World Cup tickets. That's why the atmosphere over here is kind of dead, but it is what it is. But shocking news too. Germany got knocked out by Paraguay.
Yeah, it was crazy because everyone ex fully expected that to be an easy match for Germany. They really didn't falter too much in the group stage because even when they lost to Ecuador, it was sort of them not taking it fully serious because I know they rested their players,
Hmm.
so you could discount that game. But yeah, they just never looked fully into the game, even during the game, even the second half. Like Musiala lost his head. He got
Yeah,
a he let the tackles get to him. He let how Paraguay play. We know how South American teams play when they're up against a superior opponent. They'll do anything for the win, and they obviously got in his head because he did a rash tackle to get a yellow and basically took he lost his thought in the game and was not able to
did.
get back in it.
And I've never seen Musiala like that lose his composure, and the Paraguayan players managed to do that. So it's insane. But what I did want to highlight is I don't know how Leroy Sané was constantly getting starts with Nagelsmann. He was probably the worst player thus far in the World Cup. He like did nothing on the field. So there's that. There's also another thing. When it came to the penalty kicks, um,
Oh yeah.
no one wanted to shoot him from
Yeah,
Germany.
it was. I know that a lot of people were criticizing Kimmich for it, but I think it's how are you getting criticized Kimmich for being as a captain going up because he went to Goretzka, who is known for like he's been in the big club Bayern Munich. He has all this experience. He's one of like the veterans on the team because he has probably one of the most experience on that team. He went up to him. He didn't want to take one. He then went to
Musiala.
Anton. No, Anton.
Uh-huh.
This is how I was told. Anton, he said he was shaky about it. He then went to Brown, Nathaniel Brown, also shaky about it. And then I can't remember who else, but he went to someone else, also shaky about it. So then he went back to Goretzka, and Goretzka said no. So then Jonathan Tah had to step. He's like, you know, fine, I'll go. I'll do it. Since no one else wants to do it, I'll take it. And he has never taken a penalty before.
Hmm.
So respect to, being able to be like, you know what, I'll step up if no one else is gonna
My
be man
guy,
enough to
if
take it.
you've never taken a penalty before, you're a center back. Just shoot it hard and down the middle, bro. Don't try to put it in the top bins, which you try to do. Just shoot it hard down the middle. That's always what center backs are told when they shoot penalties. So surprised he did it. Again, Neuer came up big. He made a
Yeah,
save to pretty much bring them back to sudden death, and for them to throw it away kind of sucks. Um, but yeah, even Paraguay, I know things got very shaky for them for missing and then Neuer having that huge save. But
yeah, two straight
nonetheless,
misses.
yeah, nonetheless, Paraguay's through. Now they got to face a very tough France team who's like just destroying everyone they come in sight with. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But Paraguay did regain their form back. This is like the Paraguay we knew
Yeah,
before the World Cup, would like concede no goals or very minimum, and they showed it. If anything, the US is just that good, Jesse, because they like this is a completely different Paraguay team from the first game.
well, and it's like what we said earlier when the first games happened, like it's a tournament. Like the first game, sure, everyone like makes their impressions about them, but teams can grow on this tournament and they become dangerous because that's what makes the World Cup so great is because a small team, as soon as they begin getting that confidence, it changes them completely. Like we've seen so far, like all these small teams that have been completely written off. Because I think we've seen so many upsets so far of because it wasn't just Germany. Who else lost? Netherlands lost. Like all these European powerhouses who would usually scroll right past like the initial knockout stages, they're not making it.
Yeah, and it's very interesting. I didn't think Morocco had it in them. I thought they were very shaky the first in the group play.
Hmm.
Like not really finding themselves, but it looks like they found a way to like push it through because Netherlands was playing pretty well
Yeah.
because they beat Sweden like nothing. And they got through the group like nothing, but I don't know. These AFCON teams are showing it that it's not easy coming against them. So it's very interesting. Bono again coming up big. He comes up every 4 years. He's becoming the new Ochoa. So it's huge for them.
Yeah. And I think it's just the talent level in the world is just evening out. Because before, I think the European teams and like the traditional football powerhouses, they just had talent that was no other team could match. But
Hmm.
now I think the teams are leveling out where the teams are starting to raise their talent level. Because even Brazil, they struggle against Japan.
That too. And that match was interesting too because Japan was ahead. And it sucks too because Japan is a new Belgium for me. Every year we say every World Cup we say careful with Japan, and they always come up short in the first round, which sucks because I think their biggest fault was letting all the pressure come towards them, and they let Brazil find their identity when it comes to the attack. So that was their downfall, and with the Arsenal man, Martinelli had to find a game winner for them. But I think Japan would have had it if they just, play like Mexico did yesterday. Like they were just dominant.
Yeah, I think it's because in the World Cup, you can't let your foot off their throat. You got
Mm-mm.
to keep pushing it. You can't let it off at all.
No,
You
you
can't give
can't.
them a chance to get back in the game.
Because they start stringing passes, everyone starts getting confidence,
Hmm
and then your whole game plan is gone. Because then if they score, like it's hard to go back into like an attacking mode after you've been in such a defensive mode for so long. It's difficult, and that's kind of what happened with who was it?
Japan.
Japan.
Yeah, and especially because of the atmosphere of a World Cup game. No matter where it's at, it's just a different feeling. Because not only do you have supporters from both sides, you also have the neutrals who are going to be there. And a neutral will join the side of whoever has the momentum at that time. And it could mount. So you just got to keep it up.
That is for sure. Right now we have the U.S. gonna be facing Bosnia and Herzegovina, so you're probably gonna see some of our live reactions to it. But honestly, I don't how every group stage how every knockout stage has been going. I don't think that'll be the case. Oh, I don't think it'll be similar here. I think the U.S.
Hmm
should dominate, um, because of how they've been playing. And again, Bosnia has been struggling. But again, what we said, this you can't compare the first game to the game right now. There's gonna
hmm
be so much of different things, but I don't know. I see it hard for Bosnia to win this game.
I feel like it's just going to be another close one because I feel like every game has been close.
Yeah.
And because I've seen so many people say the US should have it easy against Bosnia. It's not a good Bosnian team, but we've said that about so many other teams so far, and they've proven that when they have their backs to the wall, they're just going to come out and fight. And I think it's going to be similar. I don't think it's going to be easy for the US. I think they pull it out,
Hmm.
but I think they're going to struggle immensely.
It's hard for me to imagine that, dude, again. But I don't know. I think they do have I think they do have a home field advantage. I think they're playing pretty well. The fans for the US have been showing up. So we'll see how Bosnia and Herzegovina manage that. So I don't know. It's gonna be difficult. Well,
I mean, because speaking of today, because it was England versus Congo today, and
yeah.
I 99% of anyone in the world would probably say England was going to demolish them because they played well in the group stage enough to say that. Everyone's counting out Congo, and Congo, they had the lead. They had the game, and then it wasn't until uh, the second half that England finally was able to take control and, win the game.
And England players were winning this game too. So imagine in the Azteca, your chalk brother. But yeah, that's not the game I was thinking of. Congo again, they scored the goal and they kind of said like in the second half specifically, they took a lot of pressure and that's how Harry Kane managed to bag those goals. But again,
Mhm.
it had to come out of like a Harry Kane magic. So
Who
sucks.
should have been booked because,
Yeah, his dive, bro.
I saw it made me laugh when people like, oh, it's so controversial that should have been a penalty. And I'm like,
No, after you see
Um,
the things like he clearly dove off 2 feet. Is Pulisic starting? He is. Interesting. But man, what else is left, Jesse? I feel like we don't want to go too far back because
uh,
yeah,
I mean,
it's a lot happened in the week.
France, Sweden, we thought it was gonna be a closer match. I thought there was gonna be more goals scored. It was just all France.
Now, in my head, I knew France was gonna win, especially how Sweden was playing in their group. Like the Netherlands match being the biggest one. Like they couldn't deal with that much talent.
Hmm
Imagine dealing with with France, the most talented team in the world. It's difficult. And it sucks, dude. They're getting a lot of rhythm. They're building chemistry. They're scoring a bunch of goals. Oh man. It's tough for anyone to face them.
Yeah, and then I think what's left? Belgium, Senegal. Senegal had the game, literally 2 goal lead, and then
Throw it out. Lukaku, dude. He has aura. He came on and switched the game.
yeah, he scored the first one and changed the game completely. Like I said, 2 goal lead is the most dangerous in the world because as soon as they score one, it ch- the the dynamic changes completely.
Yeah, that's why I was scared about the Mexico game yesterday. I'm like, oh, dude, we're only up 2-0. And again, they had so many corners. And I'm like, dude, we got to stop giving up these corners because we're bound to get scored on by one of them. And if we get scored on by one of them, I think the game might be chalked because they're going to be stunned by everything.
Yeah,
But thankfully, it didn't happen. And give us England. That's what I want. But
Ivory
and
Coast, Norway.
that one was a good game.
It was. Ahmad scored a great goal.
He did. Then he had like a back issue, right?
Was it a back? I thought it was a thigh, like a
I
hamstring.
I thought it was his back because he was holding his back at one point. It was like a contactless
But
injury, but he finished out the game.
yeah, but he came on as sub, so I guess they just didn't have any options
Yeah, but yeah, it turned iffy for
for Norway because Norway
Norway.
scored first, and then Ivory Coast tied it up, and then Holland scored.
Dude, I find it interesting how the Norway lined up. They weren't playing with pacey wingers at first. They played with Sorloth, and he was
Sorloth
playing
at
on the
right
wing.
wing. Yeah,
Yeah,
he plays right wing. Uh, Nusa's kind of pacey, but he's not a traditional left winger. I
yeah,
would say he's more of like a creative presence, like in the midfielder. I wouldn't say like he's like a hybrid 10, not like a full like natural 10, but he's that. But he has some pace and he's usually playing on the left wing. But yeah, they don't play with pace because Sorloth on that right wing is so disgusting.
yeah. It was, and it sucks because Sorloth is a pretty good player, but I think I don't know. I thought it would have been interesting if they played it with a double nine with Sorloth because I think Sorloth can control the ball pretty well and hold the play. Same thing with Haaland. I don't know about controlling the ball too well, but he definitely knows how to hold the play. I think it would have been a dynamic duo if they both play centrally. But I don't know. They said like, "Hey, play him on the wing," and it was working for a bit. But once they made the subs, I thought Haaland got a lot
Freedom.
more chances and freedom to score.
Yeah, I'm surprised they just don't have Sorloth as like a super sub to come in when there's tired legs so you could out jump everyone, especially because like you said, they don't play with pacey wingers, but they have great wingers on the bench. They have Oscar Bob, who can play on the right wing. They also have how do you say the guy from Benfica? The
Schlotterloop or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
and
fantastic.
he's also fantastic. Who could also start and but he comes off the bench. So I maybe they just want to tire the legs
Mm.
because even though Sorloth's not fast, he is a willing runner and he will like constantly make those runs. So just constant pressure for those for the back line. Maybe that's what the tactical decision is, but I don't know. I just feel like it's a waste to keep him on the bench.
Yeah, me too. But I get maybe the Oscar Bob one because he did come off like a huge injury and he's like gaining his form again. But it's interesting and it worked. Maybe they're saving him for the Brazil game. He might start then. But
Maybe.
that one's an interesting matchup.
I think,
I do think Norway's gonna beat them.
yeah, because Brazil's so shaky, especially in that back end midfield.
The
Especially in the midfield. I feel like that they go come up against a really good midfielder can come up overran
Yeah, I think so too. It's weird. Casemiro's showing his
his age.
his age definitely because he's just getting caught so much in the counter. Have you been seeing the memes on Twitter?
Yeah,
Here comes
but
Casemiro
yeah, but the funny thing is he'll he constantly gets subbed out second half for fresh legs, but those fresh legs, Fabinho.
bringing on another set of old bones. But I mean, I can't criticize Casemiro. He scored the goal. He scored one
Yeah,
of the goals, so he's good in the attack, but defensively, when you need him, he's not going to be in position. He's probably going to be instantly. And that's also a liability because he gets beat so easily by pace. He could easily get a yellow card right away, and then there goes his whole game.
you'll see the memes of Ancelotti with the Endrick.
Yeah. He finally played him though.
Yeah, he subbed him on though. He doesn't know starts. He'd rather start Ryan. First it was Rafinha, now Ryan. He's completely abandoned. What's his name? Igor Thiago. Finally.
Yeah, I think he heard it, bro. Same thing with Neymar. Some people are frustrated. I know the Neymar fans are that he didn't get subbed on, but again, it's difficult when I don't know he got this possessed. Again, he has no rhythm either because he's been injured. So I don't know. Ancelotti's a very interesting manager because he keeps rotating, which is something he's never done in Real Madrid.
Well, the only constant is Vinny, who has been their most best forward player so far.
He's having a good World Cup, and he before this World Cup, he was having a lot of criticism for his international play, and clearly he's their best player at the moment.
Yeah, you saw he almost had that crazy run.
I know, but nonetheless, you want to do predictions? We don't have to end it, or we're not going to end it after this, but
Yeah.
for the remaining matches before we get to the round of 16. So the U.S. Bosnia, we both have the U.S.
hmm
Where is it at?
Spain, Austria's tomorrow.
Spain. Then it's Portugal, Croatia.
Yeah, Spain. I'll go with Spain. Portugal, Croatia, Portugal.
Croatia.
Third.
Sorry, boy. Sorry, bro. Your boy's getting knocked out. There's rumors saying that he's gonna get benched, but I think that's just talk.
I won my first part, Jerry. I
All
won
right,
my
no,
first part.
with do right?
Yeah.
What's the second part of it?
Ronaldo, 5 goals,
He has what, two?
two. I need three more.
I mean, here's his chance. He's going against a really old Croatia team.
Hopefully.
And Widro has Perisic as his go-to man, so maybe Croatia could top the win. Um,
Switzerland, Algeria.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with Switzerland. They stepped it up. They've been getting better and better, so I got them winning.
I really want to go Switzerland, but I really like Massa from Algeria, and he
Mhm.
hasn't had a great tournament. And I don't want to abandon, but it's Algeria, and they've been playing not great. I'll go Switzerland.
Colombia, Ghana.
Oh, starting last game? Colombia. I'll go Colombia.
Yeah, I got Colombia. I think they're the dark horse that we overlook. Because when they played Portugal, they played great and they were so threatening. Unfortunately, they didn't get the win. They got a tie, but still.
Well, it's funny because everyone discounted them, even though they made the final of the
Copa
Copa
America,
America the
and
year before.
they made it difficult for Argentina too. They had to go to extra time, so
Yeah, and
Colombia's
everyone
don't want to.
basically forgot about
Yeah, so I got Colombia winning.
Australia, Egypt.
Egypt. I got Egypt. Australia has let me down twice.
And now they're gonna let you down 3 times because they're gonna win.
Argentina, Cape Verde.
Cape Verde. I'm going with the 40-year-old goalie that is blowing up.
I got
Yeah,
Argentina.
he's got the most followers out of any like US sports athlete, like a mainstream one.
He should start working on his brand deals at the moment, right now. He has a huge following. He should just start promoting things on his Instagram story at this point. Those what is it? The viral Kool-Aid pineapples.
Yeah.
There you go, bro. Make some money. So, ooh, it'll be interesting to see. Do you want to
Do
the set round of 16s like the ones that are already set?
yeah, because I can't remember which picks we'll have, and
I
it'll
know.
just start diverging multiple possible.
We'll start off with the hot one. Paraguay, France.
Right.
Give me France. Canada, Morocco.
I think Morocco.
They should have made the US play on 4th of July. That's I think a miss on the what is it? On
The
whoever decided
scheduling.
yeah, whoever decided the scheduling. That would have been cool. I got Morocco beating Canada.
Yeah.
Uh,
Brazil, Norway.
Norway. You saw the Mexican players with the Holland mask?
Yeah.
Because
I'll go Brazil.
you're going Brazil?
I'll go
Nah.
Brazil.
think Norway has been playing great, and then you just talked about how Brazil has defensive liabilities, bro.
I know, but
I get it.
I just don't think the midfield for Norway's good enough. They
Tell
have
me
an
that.
Arsenal man in there.
Tell me the Arsenal captain is that good.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be interesting too, because it's gonna be Gabriel versus Haaland again.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But now he has
Uh,
a proven winner next to him in Marquinhos, you know, someone who actually wins.
then we have Mexico versus England. Give me Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico.
Mexico is gonna face Norway in the quarterfinals, and they're gonna once Mexico beats Norway, they're gonna wear the Haaland mask and do the boat thing.
It's gonna be Mexico. All the fans are,
It's gonna be Miami, but yes, we're gonna do that.
yeah,
It's gonna happen.
we're gonna do like a spur bomb. We're gonna take all their energy and we're gonna continue the ride.
It's gonna be Goku versus Majin Buu.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be like an anime, dude. It's an anime arc, you know, when it ends and they're like, do it for us as well. Like we're taking their hopes and dreams with us.
So that's it for our predictions. We do have some transfers that have been going on.
Yeah, some big ones. Um, Ismail Saibari went to Bayern Munich, and that's an interesting one.
Yeah, they got him pretty much as a backup striker, which is interesting because you still have Harry Kane. So Harry Kane sold to Barcelona, maybe? Who knows?
Yeah, not cheap. Well, cheap in the current market, 58, like 50 million. You see the story about it?
Mm-mm.
That so because where is he from? PSV? PSV.
Yeah.
So he was like on like 20K a week wages, and his girlfriend broke up with him because she said that he can't afford her lifestyle. And now that he went to Bayern Munich, she tried crawling back.
Um, didn't he post the DMs or something?
She did.
Oh my God. Nah, she's tweaking, bro. Nah, that we come crawling back, dude. That's the sign. He better not go back to her. But man, but it's interesting. How old is he? He
25.
25. But I mean, he's been playing good for Morocco, so I guess I get why they bought him right now, and before he gets even more expensive, because God forbid he scores more. Well, God forbid, but God forbid for Bayern, he scores more goals and he becomes more expensive. So it's not bad. Marco Palestra from Atalanta to Chelsea for 64 million US dollars, by the way.
Yeah, and I think this is a player that fits Xabi Alonso's system really well. I know there's rumors of Malo Gusto potentially leaving, but it also helps because as we've seen in this tournament, oh, speaking of that, we Tuchel, we've known for years now that Reece James is injury prone and is not a reliable option to
Nah,
be fully fit for anything.
I was surprised too, bro.
And yet the backup option, Timo Livramento, gets injured. And who do you call up? Center back and Trevor Chalobah. Why?
I'm telling you, he's the Germany double agent, bro. He's mad if anything that he beat the Congo today. If anything, he's pissed.
Yeah, and now he has to rely on Jed Spence to play right back, and he
Ha-
has no left back cover either.
Have you been seeing that like on Twitter that every time Jet Spence plays, it's just Tuchel yelling at him the whole time?
Yeah, it's it's
I,
so crazy.
I know. I'm pretty sure Tuchel's not happy with what he has. Bro,
And
just
he
call
picked
up
it.
Trent. Like at that point, like you have no other choice, right? You might as well.
I don't understand why he didn't. It baffles me. Or at least another like actual right back. Why are you
Yeah.
calling up Trevor Chalobah? He's not touching the field.
Oh man. But is there any other transfers? Oh yeah, Lenglet is joining Benfica on loan. Ansu Fati officially joined Monaco. Alejandro
Grimaldo
Gil,
joined it.
yeah,
Yeah, Alejandro Grimaldo joined Atletico Madrid.
and
Gon
Gonzalo Ramos, PSG to Milan. I don't know why he keeps going for more if he doesn't play.
Actually, I think it's around the same price they bought him for, which is crazy.
If he's going for that much, then that means Ferran Torres has to be worth 100 million easily. This guy doesn't play and doesn't score goals.
It's funny because he always leaves in World Cup years.
I
Do you
know.
remember?
I wonder what this next club's gonna be for the next World Cup. Nico Paz was officially bought by Como for like 70 million euros.
Yeah.
And then Madrid does have a buyback option, Jesse, but I don't think they're ever going to get triggered. 80 million.
I think they are. I think they just did it for now because of they're trying to have this big transfer window this year. And so basically, because they're trying to garner funds to get financial fair play, because unlike other teams, we actually have to listen to them. Like Premier League, they just spend whatever. Like prime example, Spurs, right? They were about to get relegated, finished 17th this year. They just spent base price 85 million for Mateus Fernandez from West Ham with add-ons. And
And
apparently,
it's crazy how he went there because they're one of the team that were in contention for him.
yeah, he was linked with us, he was linked to Man
Man
U, he was linked to PSG,
Man City.
Man City, and then he went to Spurs. And I think his wages are like 250K or whatever, right? Enormous. And now apparently they've gotten Sandro Tonali with like also massive wages and another 100 million. How is
Wait,
a
they signed
club
Tonali? I thought it was a bid.
from what I've seen they've got him. Yeah, they agreed to Tonali fee.
Jesus. Damn, Spurs is not trying to play around.
So tell me, Jerry, how is a team that was in a relegation battle for 2 years straight, didn't win anything last year, can spend this much money? Because they're still not done. Because that's those two, and then they also spent like 60 million on the Netherlands center back Van Heck. So they're having like 300 million.
It's that it's that it's those TV rights, bro.
Meanwhile, we're over here having to do the Nico Pazio to be able to, afford it, our stuff.
Poor Como, dude. That's pretty much all their transfer budget. Because Serie A has even less money than La Liga. So now they're gonna have to. There's a bunch of available free agents, which is not too bad, you know. They could probably get John Stones or someone. Not Garnacho. Sancho's out there, so they're gonna have to live off the free agents. But yeah, I think they spent all their transfer budget,
Yeah, but it's insanity. It just doesn't make sense how they operate on such different roles and can do whatever they want.
honestly. But maybe one day they'll also be smart and get a good TV deal, and we can start spending money. Still, ethically, not just
Yeah.
willy-nilly. I don't know if you've seen, but FootMob on the website added tr what is it? Switch transfer rumors in the transfer center. If you go to
Hmm.
transfers, you go to switch to rumors, and I see the Tonali thing. The Groupie thing is interesting because apparently he's linked to every
Chelsea.
club in Chelsea. Barcelona's also in eyes of him. Barcelona is also linked to Gyökeres, which I hope doesn't happen.
Well, that's what they've been saying that they've trying to pivot because they're trying to get a striker because Lewandowski's been confirmed to like Chicago Fire.
Yeah, he did.
So I know they're looking for a striker right now. They've been trying to go for Harry Kane, but it doesn't look like he will move. Uh, and then Julian Alvarez is still in that difficult position of Athletic Madrid don't want to sell because they have him for because the dumb thing with him is that he signed a contract extension,
Yeah.
so
So
they
he
have
lost
all the
all.
power.
Yeah, he lost all leverage. Um, it's interesting because Joan Laporta seems confident, but everything the Atletico Madrid president's saying is pretty much the opposite, saying like we're not selling, we're not selling. Like I don't
Hmm.
care who's gonna come up, and we're not selling. So we'll see what happens. Um, World Cup sensation Boadi is linked with Man City from Lille.
Yeah,
Who did Man City just recently sign? They signed an Englishman, didn't they?
Rennes.
No, Man City. The English guy, Warden. Was it Warden?
Oh, Elliot Anderson. You
Elliot.
sent it to me upset that why was he so expensive?
I didn't see that they were officially signed them yet, but
He is basically all but confirmed.
why? Like, who is he?
He's really good. I know when you sent that you were really upset because I know you said Fermin Lopez is like 250 then.
Yeah.
He's actually really good. He's like I think premier options of like what you want in like a CDM CM. I would categorize him on a similar level to like Declan Rice and like he just
Whoa. You're rating Declan Rice?
no, I just think he's like one of the premier options available.
Hmm. Okay.
He's on the similar level. That's why I'm saying it. I don't rate Declan Rice that high, but he's like similar level. He's English. He's a runner. I think they're trying to just basically start replacing Rodri already
Yeah,
because his legs are gone. And as we've seen in this World Cup, Ellie Anderson's willing to be like a single pivot runner for the team and do whatever the team wants.
yeah.
And as we've seen before, those type of players are going for exorbitant prices. Moises Caicedo, like that's what the price is now for that type of player.
Yeah, Mateus Fernandez and all them, but it's interesting. It's very interesting. Man, Firmino has to be 250 million, I swear.
No, because I think he's less than Nico Paz, so he should be like 50 mil.
Uh, what do you think Gilberto Mora's going? He showed up, made a great performance. He's in everyone's mouth right now for every team.
Yeah, I saw Arsenal fans really speaking about him, and I need them to shut their mouth because I don't need him going to that club and ruin his career.
Yeah, I think he has to go to a club that's either A, gonna give him playtime, or B, buy him and loan him out so he could get playing time.
Yeah, especially after Arsenal has shown that they can't develop talent. What after Ethan Nwaneri, who Arsenal fans initially said he's on the same level as Lamine Yamal, and then they
Max
switched
Salmon.
to Jack Dauman and like no, he's the one, and it's just like you can't develop talent. You're just wasting them.
And
And
they don't have the patience either for it because they're trying to win now. Like clearly they won the Premier League last season. What are they gonna try to do? Win again. They're not gonna try to develop another player.
Yeah, and especially with the style that they play, it's just gonna impede the growth of that player because they're gonna basically turn them into robots. Like, oh, you can do creative? Nah, dude, pass it back, pass it sideways.
I hope he goes to the Eredivisie League. Like, say he signs to a big club, but then they loan him out to Ajax or something like that. Because clearly Ajax knows how to develop players. Maybe go to Porto somewhere there, but don't pull a Diego Lainez and go to Betis, where you're clearly not gonna play.
Yeah, I think he's fine as long as he goes to like France, Netherlands, hell, even Germany. Been producing really good talents and giving young players a chance.
Jesse has some interesting news about Newcastle.
Yeah, it's funny because as we were previously mentioned that how Premier League teams can get away with anything, it feels like Newcastle's the exclusion to that because apparently, even though there's other teams that can literally do whatever they want, as an example, as in Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, uh,
Man City.
Spurs, Man City, Man U, even though they have like what $3 billion in debt and they're building a new stadium that's going to cost $3 billion, but yet they could spend whatever they want. It seems like Newcastle's the exception because they are apparently aren't allowed to freely spend in the transfer window, and then they just got fined. I want to say like between $2 to $5 million, or not dollars, but like pounds. And yeah, and then they have to sell their best players to be able to buy players this summer. So it's like it's crazy.
It's insane. We were just talking about it for a little bit. I said, like, watch out, Man City has those 115 charges. I think my guess, since they hate Newcastle, they'll probably be like, you know what, Man City, you get a transfer ban, but only in January. So you can't buy players in the two January transfer windows coming up. And that's what probably be their thing. Maybe they'll get fined, but nothing like Newcastle. Newcastle just because this isn't the first one either, right? There was like rumors about it last year too.
Yeah, they've had problems since like the new owners came in and the takeover. As soon as that happened, it's like the league not even like they immediately came in and they wrote new laws or rules to limit what they could do. So it's like I saw an interview with the Newcastle fans like, yeah, the excitement of having these new owners and thinking that we could go crazy in the transfer window immediately went away because we haven't been able to do that. And if anything, it's been worse than like with our previous owners because now we're so limited in what we can do. Like sure we'll have like the occasional buy, but it's like we can't do anything. And it's like what we thought we were getting is not what we got. And just because they decided to change the whole rules on us.
And now they're at risk of losing Tonali. Um, yeah, it just sucks to be a Newcastle fan at this moment in time. Man, I'm trying to come up with other things. I know there was a couple other things, but I know as soon as we end the episode and we upload it, we're gonna talk about it and be like, "Oh, we forgot this. Oh, we forgot that." But
Mhm.
who knows, man? Just what do you rate the World Cups thus far?
I think it's been really enjoyable outside of like on the pitch. It's been like good. There's obviously some controversy, but I think that's happens with every World Cup, or not even World Cup, but like every football match. There's just no one's never can be 100% happy with like what's going on. But I think the product on the field has been great.
Hmm.
It's been very enjoyable. It's been unexpected. It's not been very straightforward as like what many people expected. Um, I know Africa's had like probably like its best showing so far in the World Cup in like recent memory. They're showing out. Europe has really struggled, and yeah, I think it's been enjoyable. There's been really good games, so I think it's been a good one. I don't know how much I could say about being the number one spot in recent years because nostalgia always it just takes,
2014, man. 2014 and 2010 World Cup were insane.
yeah, it's just like in my mind they're so elevated. And plus, the 2010 World Cup, it just helps that they had such a banging soundtracks, and this year we got nothing. We
No,
got
what do you
literally
mean? We
nothing.
got Jelly Roll, bro. What are you talking about? You don't like that song? But yeah, I'm enjoying this World Cup thus far. Do I think it's the best one? No. It's definitely a lot better than the 2018 one. Remember the 2018 one where there was like no goals from open play?
Yeah, 2018 was bad.
2022 was really good,
Uh
especially the outcome too. Like probably got the
yeah,
best final of all time.
yeah. I think 2022 was the worst one for me. I think it was just bad in general. 2018 was bad, but it was enjoyable because I got to experience it in England. So yeah, but they had no atmosphere, literally, no atmosphere.
Yeah, man. They're about to witness atmosphere when they come to El Azteca this Sunday. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for our TikToks too. We're gonna start uploading some reactions, predictions, and if you want to create a parlay, I know Dino's been asking for them. It's funny, Dino, he literally called me out. He's like, dude, why do you guys only upload on TikTok like once every 2 months? He's like, I'm like, why? I'm like, you actually watch them? He's like, yeah. Apparently that's how you get to these parlays because of us. I'm like, thankfully, well, I think we did pretty well in the group stage. I think we got some of them pretty right. Um, this knockout round, I've been like, I think 40% hit rate. I mean, it's not been great, but there's been some upsets though. What can I say?
Let's see. I would have said Canada over Brazil. Yeah, Brazil, Japan. That one's tough.
Yeah, that one I picked Canada.
Yeah,
Um,
Brazil, Japan. I think that one's tough. I feel like I would have leaned towards Japan just for
then
supporting
the
my Japanese brothers.
then the Netherlands,
Morocco.
Morocco one that was difficult. Germany, Paraguay again, very difficult.
We will pick Germany. Ivory Coast, Norway.
I picked Norway.
I
But
think I
then
would have
this
gone Ivory Coast just
then
because
the match
Diamante.
then the match today too, the Norway Senegal. I picked Senegal, everything was right, and then
Belgium, Senegal.
Belgium Senegal. Everything was going right, and then just
They just floundered.
Lukaku came in and showed himself why he's the best Belgian striker of all time.
It's not hard.
That's crazy. And never mind, you're right. But yeah. Any
Yeah,
other
bro.
thing?
I also want to say De Bruyne, fraud watch.
Bro, he's old. If,
Fraud
if,
watch.
if they would have helped him last World Cup in 2022, I think it would have been better. But now
Fraud
he's
watch. Why didn't he help Hazard in 2018?
exactly he didn't. But
Everyone says he's the best Belgian player and all these things. Obviously not. He's a fraud.
my boy can't play full 90. Same thing with Mane. It's crazy because we are going through like a change of the guard. Because during those extra times, you saw De Bruyne on the bench, and same thing with
Sadio
Senegal.
Mane.
You saw Sadio Mane on the bench.
Yeah, but I also see it's also a changing of stylistic play styles because these players are or the past players are so technical, and you saw like their technical ability of what they were like. That's how the play style was back then, and I want to say in the 2010s, and now in the 2020s, you could see that they can't last a full 90 minutes because it's become more about athleticism and like tactical input, and so they've been shying away from what is it technical ability, but you can also see it's also somewhat starting to come back, but it's still in that physicality and athleticism is like what's ruling the game.
Yeah, it's a mix of both, but slowly but surely we're going back to our a flair type of football, which is enjoyable. That's why I like watching the African nations play. It's a lot of old school football, and I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's why I'm happy that the Europeans are losing because some of them have adopted the Haram ball, the terrorism ball that it's played by Arsenal.
Netherlands, you saw Frankie de Jong criticize Coleman, saying like, "Yeah, we were getting outnumbered in midfielder, and we didn't do anything. It was just two midfielders the whole time."
Yeah.
Insane. But nonetheless, make sure to like and subscribe. Um, be ready for the hate watch of Croatia, Portugal. It's
It's gonna be magic, guys. I'm gonna get my hat trick from Ronaldo and I'm gonna be safe.
But yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.
Peace.